まさかアストンどっかいるか。
お前をゴールデンフェニックスに戻してやる。
断る。
嬉しさのあまりの待ちやがれゼノ。
After defeating some magic beast without a scratch, Zenos' old party, the Golden Phoenix, gets an ego boost as people start treating them like big shots. In reality, Zenos had been secretly healing them the entire time, though they never noticed. As you might expect, their leader, Aston, thinks they can do anything. However, they soon get wrecked by some magic beasts. Even after hiring a new healer, the Golden Phoenix fails miserably. When Aston instructs the healer to heal one of his party members, she makes it clear that only a select few elites could restore them in their current state. As a result, Aston slowly begins to suspect that Zenos may have been healing them all along, but quickly dismisses the thought. Following several failed hunting attempts, a prominent noble rejects Aston outright. Since Aston's primary goal is securing a position as an aristocrat, he desperately pleads for a second chance. He convinces himself that Zenos, their former slave, will come crawling back to the party. However, he struggles to accept the painful truth. Everything had been running smoothly with Zenos around. Determined to reclaim his lost status, Aston heads to the slums in search of Zenos, believing he can use him to regain all the fame they have lost. In his desperation, Aston decides to recruit 3 demi-human bosses to help track Zenos down. First, he approaches Zofia. After arrogantly introducing himself, Aston tells Zofia that he wants her to locate someone named Zenos, but Zofia simply mocks him. "You're the idiots who kicked the doc out of your party." Aston tries to attack her, but Zofia warns him not to approach Zenos. Zofia scares the hell out of him. Upon approaching Linga, Aston receives a similar response, this time with Linga implying that they are better off dying and reincarnating as toilet roaches. She then gives them a firm warning, telling them to leave while they still can. Lastly, he approaches Loe. She sneers. "So you're the trash that kicked Zenos out?" As Aston turns to leave, Loe delivers a stern warning, strongly implying that harassing Zenos would lead to dire consequences. Despite repeated humiliations, Aston refuses to believe that 3 powerful leaders of demi-human gangs genuinely respect Zenos. Then, he spots Zenos and quickly approaches him. However, Zenos chooses to leave. Aston arrogantly declares that he will allow Zenos to rejoin the Golden Phoenix. To his shock, Zenos swiftly refuses. As Aston throws a tantrum, Zenos agrees to accompany them occasionally, but only on the condition that they pay him properly. When Zenos ignores Aston and interacts with the slum residents, Aston snaps and tries to attack him. But before he can land a blow, Krishna swiftly intercepts and stops him. Aston questions why the vice commander of the Royal Knights is friendly with Zenos. Just as Krishna is about to arrest him, Aston flees the scene.